Good morning from Arizona, guys. So this is a sad end to the Indian Pacific race. Um, they canceled the race yesterday, and it's already out there, so hopefully this is not news to you guys. But I wanted to do like a closing Indipac video. Um, it was extremely sad. It is extremely sad what happened with Mike Hall. Um, that's a tragic event. That's a tragic thing that happened. Um, but all that being said, I'm not sure why they canceled the race. Um, and I think it was actually it was Christoph and some other riders that as soon as they heard that, they were like, okay, we're done. Um, and I respect that. Um, I didn't know Mike Hall personally, but from everything I saw, everything I heard from him, everything that I knew, um, he was doing what he loved over and over again. I mean, this is not his first ultra endurance race. He has done a lot of them, so he was doing something he loved, and I'm I hope I'm not too soon in saying something like this, but I think that it's kind of not honoring him uh, to cancel it. Um, I think by canceling it, we we risk any continuation next year, any Indipac next year. I think a lot of people are going to be very cautious about putting this race up. Um, it's a freak accident. Every every time there is a race and it's out in the open road where there's cars and trucks and you name it, anything can happen. It's not like he fell off his bike by himself and something happened and he passed away. He got hit by a car or a truck or whatever, but he got hit by a car. So, and we don't know all the details. We don't know if alcohol was involved. We don't know. And I'm not trying to do a blame game. I'm just saying we don't know all the details. They're investigating that. Um, but are we really? Was it right to cancel the race? Um, does that honor his spirit to cancel the race? Um, if anything, if we've learned anything from Mike Hall, I think it would be that not giving up, never give up, um, and continue rolling and fight adversity and continue going. So yeah, I think there's a lot of people here that they came to do it and to complete it. Um, and for those other people that quite honestly don't feel they have anything to do with Mike Hall, um, were um, did we take their did we ruin their limelight? Did we not just limelight, really? That's wrong terminology for it. But did we take away their chance to do it? I'm thinking like I'm thinking, for example, of Juju. She fought a lot of adversity to come and complete this race, and she was so determined to complete the race. Um, and I mean, there's a lot of people that were racing this that are not as public as some others, um, that all probably had some true desire to do it for themselves, do it for a cause, do it for cancer, do it for, for whatever it is. I think that if it was me and I were um, to do a ultra endurance race, um, I would do it for a cause. I would try to do it for a cause, whether that be asthma or cancer or I would try to pick a cause that I would say, okay, this is what I'm doing it for, and I would try to raise funds for that cause. I would. Uh, people do a lot less. People do 5Ks for causes, like running 5Ks, which is 3 miles, which is like nothing really. Um, so yeah, there's a lot of I know there's a lot of people riding for a lot of causes, and canceling the race I think was a mistake. That being said, it's done. We can't take back time, unfortunately. So not much to say. I don't know what's going to happen next year. I don't know if they're going to do the race or not. Um, it does bring up a it brings up a conversation or an idea that I don't think previously was established, and that is possibly race during light. So some sort of ruling where if it's dark, that you got to get off the road. You got to camp. You got to go into a hotel or whatever, which completely changes everything. Yeah, it's self-assisted, but if you can only do it during daytime. Um, and if they do that, then they're basically blaming it was dark. It was nighttime, and that's why he couldn't see the car, or the car couldn't see him, and so on. But you know, I don't think it's an impossible idea. Um, I think that if you try to remove one of the elements, I know everybody's is into not everybody, but a lot of people are into road riding, and not all of them are into fire roads and mountain bike riding or whatnot, or gravel riding. But and gravel riding makes it so much more difficult because gravel roads, or I say gravel, but you guys know what I'm saying. It makes it so much more difficult because you can't hold or keep or bike in the same amount of speed on dirt roads compared to the asphalt, the concrete. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. For you guys that have followed me throughout this race, thank you so much. Um, what do you guys think? But let's keep it respectful, though. I really, um, I really want to make sure that when you guys comment on this video, and when I ask you what you think, it's more of, how can we improve safety? Or what do you think is going to happen next year? Or some new ideas maybe for ultra endurance races to maybe, increase rider safety, right? Um, so that's the kind of comments I want to get. Um, let's still be respectful to Mike Hall's family and friends, um, and kind of have that in mind. I'm not trying to take away from that tragedy, but I do think that the race organizers did make a mistake in canceling the race. Um, unless the police because there is a police investigation as well regarding this accident. Unless they were like, well, why are they racing during the night and this is not responsible? And, maybe the police were trying to do some blame game to the race organizers. Maybe the race organizers got really scared for a lawsuit. I'm not really sure. I think everyone or anyone that goes in and does something like this knows in their heart that it can end in a minute. We don't want that. We certainly don't want that. But it can happen. It can happen to you. It can happen to me. Next time I go on a ride, it can happen. I go on a ride and I've had cars really get close to me. Knock on wood, I've never been hit by a car with a bike, and I don't want to. And I don't want anybody to experience that. I think as a whole, driver education when it comes to bike riders and some respect to bike riders should definitely increase. That's always a thing that I get very upset about. They're driving down with a 2-ton weapon compared to my ultra lightweight 18-pound carbon bike. So yeah. Anyways, thank you so much. We say goodbye to Indipac, and let me know what you guys think to how we can improve rider safety, or do we need to improve rider safety? Is this a fluke freak accident and nothing should change? I'd like to hear you guys' feedback. But whatever feedback you do, just make sure let's be respectful to Mike's family, Mike's friends, and let's honor Mike Hall. That's the best way I think we can move forward. Again, thanks for watching.